Hi, I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we're breaking down all the goals scored in La Liga between Real Madrid and Osasuna. Real Madrid really did drop some points today, and I've got a lot. There's so many things to talk about with this game that we're going to cover. There's so many sort of penalty decisions, and it's one of these things that you need to understand as a player or as a coach or at any level. Is one of the first things I always go through this mantra: if you need to first manipulate the crowd, then manipulate the referee, then you can manipulate the other team really easily. Okay. If the referee isn't making decisions or giving you decisions that are clear penalties, it was talking about this exactly the same thing when I was on my breakdown of the Merseyside derby with Everton and Liverpool. You just stop doing whatever is causing the grief, because you're just not going to get the rub of the green, and the other team is going to get it. As soon as I was watching, I just knew they were going to get a penalty. I knew Osasuna were going to get a penalty straight away. After there was 3, maybe 4 really good penalty shouts from Real Madrid, and they didn't get any of them, I went, right, you just know that the other Osasuna is going to get a penalty. You just know. But there's more to it than just that, okay? So if we're looking here at Vinny Jr. bringing the ball back, cutting it, it does hit this guy's hand. I'm not going to bother to zoom in or show you any other angles. It does hit his hand. Is it enough for a penalty? I don't care. That isn't my problem here. This is my problem. Vinny Jr.'s cost his team the game doing this, by the way. At first minute of the game, all he has to do is keep playing the game of football, give it to his teammate, and they score a goal. Right? That's all he has to do. That's all he has. Just play the game. Forget what the referee does. Get the ball in the back of the net and then go and complain about that. Just keep playing. He doesn't. He absolutely, have a look at this, absolutely just stops, walks away from the ball. Just play it to your teammate. Just beat him, play it to your teammate, let him slot it in the goal. You're 1-0 up within 2 minutes, and Osasuna are done. They're not coming back from that. That's on you. You should know better. You're one of the best players, if not you're not better than, but you are probably one of the top players in the world. You should know better. And if he just played the game, he would have been 1-0 up. But let's move it on. In good old Cash fashion, I say I'm not going to show you the thing, but then I show you the thing. You know it. I know it. There it is. Hitting his hand. He's stopping the movement of the ball. Yeah, penalty. But just play, and you just get yourself a goal anyway. Now here's the problem. This is the next one. Vinny Jr. is looking for this. He's looking for a dive. He's looking to get that penalty because he didn't get the first response in the first minute. And now the referee's not sure what to do. The referee's lost control, really. He's in panic stations because he's probably like, okay, VAR haven't came back and said it's a handball, but it probably was a handball. So now we've got another decision here, right on the edge of the box. It's inside the box, obviously, but as soon as he's inside, he's diving. Is there contact? Yes. Contact is not a foul. Remember that. Just because you can make contact with someone, it doesn't mean it's a foul. Takes too much of an easy dive for me, and now he's created a problem because it looks like he's dived. So the referee from now on there's 2 decisions, and in his head he's going to go, right, I'm not giving them anything now. No, there's no chance. Even if there is a handball or anything else, I am just not giving it. So all of a sudden that starts getting in. As a player, it's getting in your head. You're more focused on what the referee is doing and why he's not giving you, instead of actually focusing on playing the game. Then it lets lower teams come into your level because, well, you're not focused on just playing football and beating them like Vinny should have in the first minute of the game. And then we go to another decision, which looks like a penalty to me. Shoving in the back, going over. Bosh, is it a little bit too easy? Probably, but this is another one that probably should have been a penalty. But then, because of the other decisions, you know what the answer is going to be. So here we are for the first goal, breaking down the right-hand side. And it's just really sort of a coming together. Ball pops out. But this is class, right? Mbappe right here is about 3 yards behind the player and ends up about 2 yards in front of him. And the acceleration of pace just to get in there. There's 2 fantastic things. The pace of the ball across. He does have a little, I think it's Valverde, he does have a little look. There's a little bit where he just has a little glance really quickly, spots Mbappe running in and just drills it to him. Finish is world class, so's the cross. It just makes it easy. It's funny when you say, oh, it's a world class finish. It's a really easy finish when the quality of the ball is so good. But the finish is because he gets there so well. He actually tries for once and he's not standing offside. His accelerating to get there is so good. That's what makes this. He just starts blowing up. You can see, boom, 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 boom. His steps, he just starts galloping, boom, boom, boom. When he does that, he's almost unplayable. Like, you can't really stop him. You just got to run with him and hope he makes a mistake. Osasuna though, I mean, yeah, it's kind of hard. Like, do you have an extra player helping against Mbappe? Probably. Like, you probably want to, because you've got a lot of people just not doing anything. But yeah, I'll save that for another day. coming in, look, he's not goal side as well. You've allowed him, you've really got to try to slow his run down a little bit. You've allowed him to actually get on the inside of you, which is poor defending, so he can just connect with him and find himself a goal. Yeah. Another decision here, another most likely penalty. In he goes, taken out straight away. He does get up and carry on playing, but at some point you've got to ask, well, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's a fifth one as well. I'm not going to show with a little handball that comes off the shoulder. That one isn't a penalty, you know. But at some point you're going to go, well, come on, ref, you're having a laugh at this point. You really are. Yeah. I did have to go back and find this somewhere else. But basically, Jude Bellingham says to the referee, I'm talking to you respectively. Oh, F off. And he doesn't say F you, he says F off. You can see it plain as day. And the ref says he's talking to him, comes over and gives him a red card, which is, well, kind of indicative of what the ref was doing to Real Madrid all game, really. And I love the way that people just think that it's sort of some sort of incompetence. When referees are acting this way and there's such a focus, media focus on the thing, it's not incompetence. They're doing it on purpose. But we'll save that for another day. Here's the Osasuna penalty. Is it a penalty? Yeah, most likely. But so are all the other ones. And that's the problem with the inconsistency. When you're giving one side one thing and not the other side, that's where you get flashpoints. That's where you get people saying things like, oh, maybe this referee isn't exactly up on the level and on board. You know what I mean? But let's move it on. Watch the penalty. It's a penalty. I hate him. He scores it. And I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.